Arsenal 5, Nottingham Forest 0. As I told you, if at all you watched my match build-up, I'll predicted the following things. A clean sheet for Arsenal. Arsenal beating Nottingham by 4-0. I thought Gabriel Jesus would find himself on the score sheet today, but he didn't. But obviously, almost everything I really talked about Arsenal today has really happened on. And I really feel good each and every time I come here and really predict things and really go ahead and happen. Arsenal has run riot on Nottingham at the Emirates. And obviously, I think Mikel Arteta is really going to be so much happy because after that injury of Bukayo Saka, everyone worried a lot and asked himself who was going to come on through. Would it be Marquinhos or Reece Nelson? And guess what? Reece Nelson came on the field of play. He scored a brace. Thomas Partey found himself onto the score sheet. Martinelli and obviously Thomas Partey coming in to score the side which goes by names of Arsenal. Smash like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, lower right bottom corner and smash the subscription button that will enable you to get notified each and every time I upload a video onto this channel. Lots of things to talk about. One of the things I talked about was the first goal. I told you that the first goal is going to be very important in this game of football, and obviously it was. And in just 5 minutes, Arsenal had already found themselves onto the score sheet. That's it. And that's what you need to go on and really do each and every time you are home. When you do your last game away at home in the Premier League, against Southampton, 1-1-1-1. And obviously when you lost away at PSV, this is what you're supposed to do. This is the response, pure response that you deserve to put out on the field of play and send a message outside there to all the people that really underestimating your team that we are not here for jokes. Obviously, it was Gabriel Martinelli onto the score sheet, and obviously he scored in the 50th minute and obviously made Arsenal proud into that time of football. And obviously it was really nice, very nice ball, very nice ball delivered into the 6 yards box area of a team which goes by the names of Arsenal, of a team which goes by the names of Brentford. Then Gabriel Martinelli went in for a low header and he really hit it to the back of the net to make it 1-0 for Arsenal. 50th minute, very much nice cross brought in by Bukayo Saka. To me, that's what I really call in for him, because I know for scoring goals, he'll always get you those goals. But I always urge him I always urge him more to go in and really do the needful and really put in those assists, because assists can make you one of the best players in the world. Look at Kevin De Bruyne. He just averages 15 goals a season, but do you know how many assists he really puts in? That is a man who goes by the names of Kevin De Bruyne. He puts in a lot, and obviously, I know most of you are really so much well conversant about the guy who goes by the names of Kevin De Bruyne, and obviously, he really did a very fantastic job in this game of football. After scoring that goal, guess what they did? The entire team got shirt number 22 of Fabio Mari, and they really dedicated that goal to him. As you see the team, this is Bukayo Saka before he really got off the pitch. This is Grant Xhaka. This is Odegaard. This is Martinelli, Gabriel Jesus, Saliba, this is Gabriel Magalhaes and Tomiyasu into the mix there, trying to celebrate and really paying a tribute to their player who was stabbed in Italy over the weekend. And he is really doing great and obviously found himself back onto his foot and obviously is back to his home, but he won't be doing any physical training till 2 months from now. That's what the doctors told him. So that is the first goal of Arsenal and how it came in through. And obviously, they really did a very nice gesture for Pablo Mari, because a friend in need is a friend indeed. So that is Arsenal for you. And that's how they went for the first effort into this game of football, as they really raised the occasion in there for you. Now, this hit Arsenal really bad, but I think I'm going to end it. I'm going to end my video with it. That is the injury of Bukayo Saka. And obviously, every Arsenal fan is worried where he is, because they need to go out and really know what are coming in. What is the scan telling them about the injury of Bukayo Saka? Now, let's talk about Reece Nelson. How did Reece Nelson find himself on the field of play? Because this is the question that many Arsenal fans are really going to go out and really talk about. How did he find himself on the field of play? How did he find himself on the field of play? It is simple. He found himself on the field of play after a player who goes by the names of Bukayo Saka got an injury. After Bukayo Saka got an injury, this lad found himself on the field of play, and I think he had all the time to prove himself, and I believe he has proven himself, because what a better way of proving yourself by scoring 2 goals. 2 goals, because the first goal is always important in any game, but obviously that other goal that comes in to really put out a goal difference of 2 is very much important, because Arsenal failed to win the game of Southampton because they never failed to extend their lead to 2. They really kept themselves on a 1-goal difference, and obviously Southampton came in through, got one chance and hit that ball into the back of the net. You know that very well. It's not a lie. You get? It's really a fact. Now, Reece Nelson did the most important bit of this game of football, getting Arsenal a second goal. And after getting Arsenal a second goal, he got them a third one. So we need to go on and really hail him for that. Well, job done. And I believe he has really sent his message to Mikel Arteta very well. If you don't know Reece Nelson, he's one of those players that is coming in from the Arsenal Academy, Hale End. And last season, he was loaned at Feyenoord. He played for Feyenoord until they reached the Conference League finale, and he was there with Malacia. If I told you, Gabriel Malacia of Manchester United, he was playing in the same team with Reece Nelson. And Reece Nelson played 33 games and scored like 8 goals and put in a number of assists. Now, as Mikel Arteta was planning to go on and really loan this guy and send him on loan, guess what happened to him? The guy got an injury and he stayed at Arsenal, but his stay has gone ahead to benefit Arsenal. Because for me, my first thought was that when Bukayo Saka got an injury, I thought it was going to be Marquinhos to come on the field of play, or Fabio Vieira. Those two ran into my mind, but obviously that wasn't the case. The manager brought in Reece Nelson, meaning that Reece Nelson was the one doing a better job at the training, and obviously he came on and really did a great job by scoring a brace for Arsenal, scoring the second one and the third for Arsenal, and that is the guy who goes by names of Reece Nelson and putting Arsenal ahead. But these 2 goals, you can't talk about the 2 goals of Reece Nelson without talking about shirt number 9, Gabriel Jesus, the one I'm pointing at, and obviously Martin Odegaard, because the first goal he scored, Martinelli switches that ball to find Reece Nelson. No, it's not Martinelli. That is the other one. But the second goal, it's Gabriel Jesus who switches that ball. Grant Xhaka finds Jesus. Jesus switches that ball to find Reece Nelson. Reece Nelson cuts in, hits the goalkeeper, as you see. This is Dean Henderson. Dean Henderson does the first save. After doing the first save, Reece Nelson finds that ball as it bounces back to find him, and he places it into the other corner, and obviously it goes into the net, and obviously it's all about United going ahead. Arsenal getting themselves that lead that they really deserved in there for you. So smash the like button. We are having 100 people watching in, and only 8 people have liked this video. Guys, smash the like button. Smash the like button, guys, and don't really shame me. And go into the live chat and tell me what you think about this win of Arsenal that they really got against a team which goes by the names of Nottingham. Now, the second one, the second one for Nelson that was third for Arsenal, it's obviously Gabriel Jesus plays in Odegaard. Odegaard does a very good hold-up play, finds Jesus again, and Jesus curls that ball into the 6 yards area that found Reece Nelson well placed, and Reece Nelson really curled it into the lower bottom corner to make it 3 for side, which goes by names of Arsenal, and really went ahead and really celebrated like that. He slid into the corner flag, and obviously that is Reece Nelson for you, going ahead to really celebrate that goal in style for Arsenal at a side which goes by the names of Emirates, making it 3-0 for Arsenal. And after that, it was not done. And obviously, Arsenal went in for more. And guess who really made it 4 for Arsenal? It's Thomas Partey. If at all you really watch the goal that Thomas Partey scored against Tottenham Hotspur, it's the same effort, same technique that he used, and obviously curled this ball into the top corner, and it was 4-0 for Arsenal. And obviously, he really went in and celebrated very well for Arsenal. That is Thomas Partey. So that shows you how Arsenal has really gone ahead to put in a statement win. Guys, this win was so much needed by Arsenal, because even if they won by 1-0, it would have left out of questions on whether they are back or not. But having drawn away at Southampton, lost to PSV away, they came back with a bang and obviously won this game of football by how many goals? By 5-0, and we found that Odegaard has gone ahead to score his 4th goal of the season, and I think all of his goals have come into the Premier League. He scored his first goal against West Ham. He scored a brace against Bournemouth. And now he's here to score against the team which goes by the names of Nottingham, and he destroyed them today. He was really a very pivotal player in the game of football that really Arsenal won today. And if at all you don't really hail him, then you would have been a person who is just a hater for this guy who goes by the names of Martin Odegaard, because he has been a revelation for a side which goes by names of Arsenal, and obviously his captaincy is really helping Arsenal to go on and win more and more football games at the juncture. Now, let's get into Martin Odegaard, because talking about him and not showing you what he did on the field of play would be not really giving him the credit he deserves. Look at that guy. He's running a lot, he's tackling a lot, creating a lot, and scoring a lot. Last season, Odegaard had how many goals? Were they 4 and 7 assists? Now, the number of goals that he scored the entire season, he has gone ahead to score them in just how many games of the Premier League? In just 12 games of the Premier League. So it shows you at the level at which this guy is, and he's really playing very, very well for Manchester United, for Arsenal. And obviously, Odegaard really went ahead to put the ball in the back of the net, and obviously went in to celebrate, as you see him there, after making it 5 for Arsenal into that half of football. So very good display for Martin Odegaard and putting Arsenal to the level that is really well deserved. And thank you, Martin Odegaard, for really captaining the team and obviously giving Arsenal the win that is well deserved. And now Arsenal is back on the table, back on the top of the table as we speak now. Now, let's talk about this guy, Gabriel Jesus, that most of you have been criticizing because he last scored when Arsenal was playing Tottenham Hotspur. I think it was the beginning of September. Now, he's really a very good player, according to me, and obviously has been responsible for close to 2 or 3 goals in this game of football. And what a better way of really starting a game like this, because if you're having him on the field of play, you expect him to create or to score. But he has been more of a scorer than he has been more of a goal scorer than what we call he has been more of a goal creator than a goal scorer. 5 goals this season, and now he has 5 assists, meaning that he has been involved in 10 Arsenal goals this season. And I believe you couldn't get this from Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. You couldn't get it from Lacazette because he's balancing up his game. I believe, to me, he is going to get himself unleashed. I know very soon he's really going to go on and really score goals, because people will go on and criticize him, but they won't go ahead and really know that for us not to win the game of Liverpool, it was the effort of Gabriel Jesus. Even this effort, he really went in for an effort, and obviously the goalkeeper, Dean Henderson, saved it, but obviously he had played very well. Trust me, if I'm going to do the player ratings, there is no way I'm not going to give him a 7 out of 10, because he has been beyond average. And being beyond average means that you've done more than a 6. And a 6 is average, meaning that a 7 is what he's going to deserve in the player rating. So that is a man who goes by the name of Gabriel Jesus. Smash like button, comment and share, who missed out on a chance that was given to him, but really was involved in 2 Arsenal goals. And obviously, I believe, even if I don't score, but the creativity and presence of Gabriel Jesus has really made a very big impact to this Arsenal season. And one thing, you should go ahead and really credit this guy. He's not an injury-prone player. So I have my guy who drives me sometimes when I'm going out or going to fetch certain things in the market or what. He's an Arsenal fan, but he was telling me that, now, do you see your Gabriel Jesus does not score? That's why we lost the game. Now, you won't hear them talking about the good he did today, but they'll go on and criticize him in the game of Southampton, where Arsenal really lost. But they don't know how many games this guy has lifted Arsenal when Arsenal needed him. And trust me, every time Arsenal has needed this guy, he has gone ahead. He has gone ahead to really reveal himself. In the game of Spurs, when the game was 1-1, he came out and made it 2-1. In the game of Liverpool, when the game was 2-2, he got them a penalty. However, Machi had really gotten a concussion, and he said, I'm not going off the field of play. That's what this guy is all about. And I believe that most of you should go on and really give him his flowers, because he deserves them. He deserves them. He deserves the bragging rights for this win of Arsenal, because he helped Arsenal go ahead by more 2 goals through Reece Nelson. That is a guy who goes by the names of Gabriel Martinelli. Sorry, Gabriel Jesus either for you. Gabriel Martinelli, good for him to score, and obviously he's really good at what he's doing, and obviously I believe he's really doing a better job at Arsenal, and that was I called for him, that I needed him to bounce back. So Gabriel Jesus, non scoring, but really putting up 2 assists. Good for him, and I believe he's really satisfied. I know every center forward will always want to go on and really score goals, but obviously this time around, it never went his way, but I believe he's really satisfied with what is really going on in his life right about now, because it's not always an easy thing, guys. It's not an easy thing to score goals, but obviously this one combines the 2 of these, and obviously he scores goals, and obviously he also creates them. Now, Bukayo Saka, most important talk about this game of football of Arsenal versus Nottingham. I knew Bukayo Saka was going to be a threat, and if at all he never really got an injury, he would have gone ahead to really score against them, because he would have cut in from that side. Because if at all Nelson scored those goals, meaning that even Bukayo Saka could have found himself on the score sheet. I can't confirm to you that he would have scored like 2 like Reece Nelson, but all I believe is that he would have gone ahead to really go ahead and beat the score. Now, Bukayo Saka came into this game when he was involved in 4 assists, 4 goals in the Premier League, and obviously this time round he has left the field of play after making his 5th goal for Arsenal, and he has 9 goal involvements in the Premier League, plus the one he scored in the UEFA Europa League, meaning that he has now 10 goal involvements, equaling to Gabriel Jesus, and I believe it's really going to be a very good result and a very good make for him. But obviously the bad news is that the guy is injured. The guy came off the pitch injured, and obviously most of you Arsenal fans are really going to go on and really get worried about this guy. But I believe this is what resulted in his injury. He fell badly, that's it. And after failing badly, he really called the doctors for the very first time, I think around the 15th minute, that please come and check me. He walked off the pitch, and obviously Gabriel Jesus was here to ask him what's wrong, and obviously he came back. For the second time, he did it. For the third time, he did it. And obviously, lastly, they had to take him off the field of play, and he walked off as Granit Xhaka was really telling him good words, and obviously he was taken off, and Reece Nelson came in through and really scored these goals for team, which goes by names of Arsenal. I believe that this injury is not going to see him really stay out for long, because he is needed by the English national team, and obviously Mikel Arteta needs him in his remaining 2 Premier League games as supposed to play, because Arsenal are supposed to play Wolves and Chelsea, and they are playing Chelsea next. If you are playing Chelsea next, there is no way telling me that you don't need a player like Gabriel Jesus in your team. Sorry, Bukayo Saka, because he is really good at scoring in these big games, and this is going to be the 4th big game for Arsenal. Remember, in the game of Manchester United, Bukayo Saka scored 1 goal. In the game of Spurs, Bukayo Saka, did he score? Did Bukayo Saka score? But I remember scored in the game of Liverpool. He scored a brace, meaning that in games of these, when you're playing a big team like Chelsea, you would need Bukayo Saka to come out and redo the info, because you know he's going to go on and really destroy them left, right, and center. That is Bukayo Saka, and obviously walking out of the field of play injured, but I believe that is going to come back early enough. Let's wait and see what is happening for this guy and what the scan is really going to tell us about Bukayo Saka. But obviously the World Cup is really around the corner, and I believe Gareth Southgate wouldn't like to lose Bukayo Saka, because he is improving his game, and he's such a creator that most of us really don't even credit. And obviously he's the guy of the season that Arsenal is really having, and I believe Arsenal fans are really feeling badly because this guy is really out. But let's wait and see when he's going to return. But this has been a prolonged injury according to me, because when he was limping off in the game of the game of PSV at home, that Arsenal won 1-0, Arteta told us that he's really okay. They asked him whether he's being played a lot of games and fatigue is really leading him to really getting those injuries. He said no, because top players play close to 60 and 70 games a season. That's what Mikel Arteta told us today. But let's wait and see what's going to tell us in the post-match press conference, because he's going to talk to the media, and I'm going to do that manager reaction video to this game of football of Arsenal 5, Nottingham 0. Smash the like button. We are having 80 people watching in, and only 21 have liked the video. Guys, go on and smash it, because the more you smash it, the more we are really going to get more people to view this channel in here onto the Rokani Media Football. But thank you guys for watching in. It's always nice to have you on this channel. And obviously, I'm coming into your comments very, very, very soon, because Arsenal winning is really great for these people of Arsenal. I need to come in and really dissect it very well, because you guys are really doing me a great favor of really watching me in for you. But let's go to the stats of the game and see how Arsenal fared in this game of football against the team which goes by the names of Nottingham. 24 shots by Arsenal, 5 shots by Nottingham, 10 shots on target by Arsenal, 2 shots on target by Nottingham. This is what I always tell people, that you should be having half of the chances you have on target scored. Today, Arsenal had 10, it scored 5. That is very great. And if at all they really keep up this spirit, Arsenal is really going to be a different team altogether. Then we are having 70% possession by Arsenal, 30% possession by Nottingham, 613 passes completed by Arsenal, 261 passes completed by Nottingham, 89% passing accuracy, 75% accuracy by Nottingham. 89% is almost 90. Arteta will be so much privileged and happy about this. 9 fouls by Arsenal, 8 fouls by a team which goes by the names of Nottingham. 0 yellow cards to Arsenal, 1 to Nottingham, and Gabriel Jesus is now free to go on and earn more 5, because in the first 12 games he really never earned a 5th yellow card, and obviously he's really good to play, and that is the man who goes by the names of Gabriel Jesus. 0 red cards to both sides, 1 offside for Arsenal, 2 offsides for a team which goes by the names of Nottingham. 9 corners for Arsenal, 4 corners for a team which goes by the names of Nottingham. When you look at the table as it stands right now, Arsenal is on top with 31 points. 10 games, 1 loss and 1 draw. Man City, 29 points. Arsenal is back on the top of the table. Tottenham, 26 points. Newcastle, 24. Chelsea is having 21. United is having 21. They are playing with West Ham right about now. If they happen to win this game of football, they're going to be at 23 points. Obviously, that is the table and how everything is standing in for a team which goes by names of Arsenal. They are back on top of the table. And congratulations to Arsenal for really making it back onto the top of the table, because it's always something that you always call for and yearn for as Arsenal fans. Now, into your comments. Kandole Jackson, thanks Rokani always for updating us. Thank you very much. Arsenal need to sign Cody Gakpo. Yeah, Cody Gakpo is up for grabs. 30 million euros in the January transfer window. If Arsenal really has it, they can really get him, but he also wants to go to Manchester United. Emma Osako, let's give us congs to boys. They really did a very good job. Devry agree with me. Yeah, I agree with you. Arsenal boys really did a very good job today, hitting 5 from that 2-0 loss away in Netherlands, and a 1-1 draw away at St. Mary's Stadium against Southampton, coming back and really winning the game of football by a margin of 5 goals. Obviously, these boys of Arsenal need to be congratulated. Great work. Thank you for watching in. This is William Sadat. And obviously, we are having Odegaard Masterclass. This is Didas and Namani. Yeah, Odegaard Masterclass. He really does play very well. I believe Real Madrid is regretting why they really sold him and they never put out a buyback clause, because it looks like it's the perfect replacement for Modric at Real Madrid. Eddie Abelon, I'm really appreciated for today's game. Thank you very much. Then I'm having William Sadat. Let's smash the button like, as Papa has said. All right, thank you. Smash the like button as much as you can. Thanks, Rokani, for your services. I love you so much. Big up, bro. All right, thank you, Eddie Obel. Thank you. Then Chelengat Philip, if you had watched partly during his time at Atletico Madrid, goals, that's how he had been scoring goals. Some goals getting you clearly in Qatar, bro. All right, thank you very much. Elengat Philip is talking about Thomas Partey. That is the trademark goal of Thomas Partey. Second goal of the season. He scored the same goal against Spurs, and obviously he has gone ahead to score the same goal against a team which goes by the names of Nottingham. And obviously, it's always good to see to it that the effort you put in training to really go ahead and really train for those goals pays off in games of football like this. They are really good goals for Thomas Partey. Thanks, man, for updating us. Tolina Kasajja Kumutima for sure. Big up, man. Yeah, it's all about being objective. You get? If Arsenal does something, better come on and hail it. And I've always told you that Arsenal is really going to be part of the teams that are going to compete for the trophy. You get? But I do have a team that I support too, Manchester United. You get? But I cannot come out and say that United is going to go on and compete for the trophy. No way. That will be a complete lie to tell you that United is going to compete for the trophy. That's a complete lie. So Arsenal is really competing for the trophy, and I believe they're really going to go on and really be title contenders. Then Cassidy William, great win today for us. I'm in love with your energy, bro. Keep up with the good work, mate. All right, thank you very much, Cassidy William, for really going in and watching in. Smash the like button, guys. As good, nice to me, Team Arsenal slow motion. All right, Arsenal really played very well today, and obviously they are the dominant side, and they really went ahead to win a game of football in here, as they really went ahead to do the needful and really gave Nottingham a baptism of fire at the Emirates. So I'm having Fasola Anu, good win for Arsenal. Obviously, good win for Arsenal. And obviously, we have to go in and really praise the team which goes by names of Arsenal, of the work they've done today, of really winning this game of football. Then this is good for my team, Arsenal. Very good win for Arsenal, because it's a statement win that you need to go on and really have when you're going to play a team which goes by names of Chelsea. Chelsea lost 4-1 away. Chelsea lost 4-1 away at Brighton. You know that very well. After losing 4-1, they are going to host Arsenal. And with the way Chelsea is playing, you really have to believe that it's really going to be hard for Chelsea to go on and really beat Arsenal. I believe Arsenal are going to go on and really get a positive result of 3 points away at Stamford Bridge, because if United had a striker, they would have beaten Chelsea badly, like 3 goals in the first half. But because they never had a striker and Rashford was not clinical enough, that really caused them to do the needful and really not concede. But I believe Arsenal are really going to go ahead and really cause a lot of havoc to Chelsea with the likes of Gabriel Jesus. And if I told Bukayo Saka is back and Martinelli, that front three is really going to be a problem to decide which goes by names of Arsenal and to decide which goes by names of Chelsea. And remember, they're having a player who is old in Azpilicueta, and obviously his pace is really lacking. And I believe it's really going to be a very huge question for him to answer when he's facing Gabriel Martinelli of Arsenal. So I believe Arsenal, this is a good win for them, and they're going to go on with a lot of respect to play a side which goes by the names of Chelsea next weekend, and that's going to be on Sunday. Not so? Obviously, we are having Fasola Anu. Keep the good work, David. Obviously, you guys, I'm here to serve you, and thank you for always watching in this channel. That's why I always come in here on a daily to do the needful and really talk to you. I'm having Domaklin Muchaket. Big up, Rokani. I'm watching you. Julius from Kenya. Bless Arsenal. All right. Thank you for watching in, Julius from Kenya. But Arsenal have really gone ahead to win this game of football favorably, and they've won it with a lot of effort. They've won everything. They've won the percentage, the possession. They've won the second balls. And if you don't win the second balls, you can't beat teams like Nottingham, because they'll make it hard and sit back. Arsenal went to do the needful. Went to do the needful, and they really did the best of themselves, and they got that first goal in 5 minutes. I told you in the match build-up that if Arsenal are to go on and kill off this game, they need to go on and really score in the first minutes, and they did that. And obviously, Arsenal went ahead to really win this game of football by how many goals? By obviously how many goals? By 5-0. That was really a plus for a team which goes by names of Arsenal, and I really believe Mikel Arteta is the happiest manager right now, because he's back on top of the table, and obviously he's going to play Chelsea when he's really having maximum points from all the games that's played at a team which goes by the names at their stadium, which goes by the names of Emirates. Remember, Arsenal has not lost a game at the Emirates, and they've kept their first clean sheet at the Emirates. You know, they've kept their first clean sheet at the Emirates. Then I'm having Eddie Obelon. I'm watching here Man United and Old Trafford is just red. I wish the Reds Devil do the best. Yeah, I'm also watching that game of football, but I had to come on here and really spare some 30 minutes to do what we call the match reaction, because I have to do this because I promised it to you, and I am done with it, and I'm signing it out. I'm signing out for now. I'm going to return with the player ratings and the manager's reaction, as you guys are really going to go on and really tell me who your man of the match was in the player ratings. Thank you guys for watching in. Rokan David is my name. Keep it Rokan Media Football. Subscribe, because we want to hit 8,000 subscribers, and we can't hit 8,000 subscribers without you guys coming in here and really subscribe to our channel. And thank you for watching in. Rokan David is my name. Everyone who has been on Mokakeic, Fasola Anu, Engineer Rogers, Cassidia William, Edin Obelon. Thank you everyone who has been on this channel. I'm signing out for now. Let me watch my team play. That is Manchester United. And obviously, I'm going to return when this game is done to bring you the player ratings of these Arsenal players. But the fact is, Arsenal is back on top of the table. They are back on top of the table. I'm out. May the Almighty God protect you abundantly.